Hello?
Meredith, Steve, hope I didn't wake you up. I just came home and was wondering if everything worked out all right.
Hi, Steve. Yes, we made the deadline.
Oh, that's awesome. I feel so bad you couldn't make it.
Hope you guys had a nice Labor Day party.
Oh, yes. I mean, the band was great, and Mike fell in the pool. Oh, and then Roy got really sick. No, wait, Brian. And then he fell in the pool, too. No, Roy. Wait. Well, I'll tell you all about it at work tomorrow afternoon.
I won't be there for 2 weeks, remember?
Oh, wait, yeah, but do you really have to? 2 weeks is a lifetime.
Yeah, Steve, I really have to. But I will continue testing for Addit.
Oh, okay, right, awesome.
I better get some sleep now. My plane leaves early in the morning.
Okay, Meredith, have a wonderful flight. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much for picking me up, Mr. Coleman.
Mr. Coleman? Please, just call me Frank. We're colleagues now, after all.
Well, okay, Frank. Thanks so much for making time for me on Labor Day.
No problem, Meredith. Postal workers always have each other's back. Your dad helped me dozens of times whenever I was in a bit of a pickle.
Well, I hope I can fill his shoes. He hardly ever missed a day.
I'm sure you'll do great. You know what? While we're en route, why don't we deliver some mail in our beautiful little lake town?
And show me the ropes? Sure.
All right then, get ready to rope.
More beautiful than I remember it.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of driving around it. And there's our first stop.
Okay, sir, what's the plan?
Delivering mail is like a walk in the park, with mailboxes. Take this bag, walk to the mailbox, and insert the mail. Nothing too difficult, right?
I think I should be able to face the challenge.
Ha, I bet. Didn't you go to MIT?
Yeah. I left here from Massachusetts 22 years ago.
Shouldn't you get a job in computers then? That's really booming right now.
Well, actually,
Hold that thought. We just arrived at our next address. It's a package this time, so you'll have to get it out of the back.
What on earth did these folks order? All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep. That's the last of them.
You're getting the hang of it. So, where were we? Computers. Should I buy one?
Well, it depends on what you want to use it for.
Bookkeeping. I always make a mess of my tax returns. Can't a computer do that for me?
Sure, there are programs for that, but you'll still have to put in some work yourself.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I'll bug you about it another time. Our next address is right around the corner.
There's no place like home.
Sure isn't. Can't wait to get home either. The Mets are playing the Giants.
Oh, before I get out, what time do I start tomorrow?
7 a.m. sharp. Just check in at the post office.
Okay, Frank. See you tomorrow.
Adios.
Hi, Meredith. I just wanted to let you know that Dad and I landed safely. The Florida weather is all they said it would be. I'll call again soon. One more thing. The freezer's stuffed with food, and there's blueberry pie in the fridge. Bye.
Meredith, it's Steve. I didn't get the chance to say it earlier, but thanks so much for being a trooper. I know you had other plans for Labor Day weekend, but nailing the deadline for Added 87 could very well be the most important milestone in our company's history. Enjoy your well-deserved time off. Don't get too used to it. Just kidding. Or am I? I'll talk to you later.
Good morning, Meredith. Ready for your first day?
Good morning, Frank. Ready to rock.
It's a great day to be on the road. I already filled up the mailbag in the truck, so you're good to go. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's a map in the cabin, in case you get lost.
Thanks, I'll probably need that.
Bon voyage!
That's heavier than I thought.
Can I help you?
Hello, here's today's mail.
New in town. Your face looks familiar.
Well, I grew up here and then left for college 22 years ago.
22 years ago, back when they called me Nancy Sinatra instead of Nancy Reagan. So now you're back, huh? I know what it's like.
Actually, this is only temporary.
That's what I said too, a long time ago. I wonder if it's gonna rain today. It's been raining a lot lately.
When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts the...
I remember this as the old Sugarman place, but the envelope says McGill. Must have moved away. I'm actually enjoying this. And there's Stan's Diner. Wait, it's called Moe's Diner now?
Meredith Wise? As I live and breathe. Come here, hon. Now, let me look at you. My, oh my. A few lines here and there, and the occasional gray hair. But by gosh, it's you, all right?
Wow, Maureen! Long time no see. I feel so old.
Oh, don't be like that now. It suits you. Age only makes a person more distinguished, is what I always say. To the mirror. Now come here. Tell me everything.
But, Maureen, I do have work to do.
I know you're busy, hon. Little Bird told me all about your temporary mail job already. News goes around pretty quickly around here. So, coffee? Something stronger? I warn you, I will not take no for an answer.
It's like I'm 17 again, Maureen.
In that case, you're welcome, honey. 2 coffee, coming right up. And 1 piece of blueberry pie, if I remember correctly. You had one almost every afternoon after school at one point.
Actually, I try to stay healthy these days.
You trying to tell me my pie is a health hazard now, Miss Wise? Ashley, 1 blueberry pie. And Ashley, could you keep an eye on the bar for me for a bit? I'm gonna take my break now. You're a real trooper. Ashley? Oh, sweet Mary, what are you doing? Is everything okay, hon?
Yeah, no, it's just 45, so don't worry, you stay up there.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No offense, Maureen, but I'm gonna back away slowly.
Honestly! First the roof and now this? Ugh, that poor kid is like a disaster magnet. I'm sorry, Meredith. Looks like I've got my hands full for a bit. Next time, I want to hear everything, you hear? Don't be a stranger now.
The mighty Ambrose River. Well, hello there, big cuddly guy.
Oh, look, Genevieve, a new mailman. Hello there. What's your name, then?
Hi, Miss Jenkins, right? I'm Meredith. Meredith Weiss?
Weiss, of course. You're Emily's girl, aren't you? This is Meryl Weiss, Genevieve. She used to live in town years and years ago.
22 years to be exact, but who's counting?
Has it been that long? That's almost 2 Genevieves ago. Calm down, Genevieve. You're going to live forever. She isn't, but shh. You do remember me, don't you?
How could I forget Miss Mildred Jenkins? And her cats, of course. Seems like they've multiplied.
Yes, I do like cats. Is that such a crime? So what if I have slightly more of them than I used to? Like Genevieve here, and Thomas, and Oliver. Anyway, did you have a package for me then?
Yes, ma'am. I think it's a toy bear. I mean, it's shaped like one and feels plushy. Someone must think you need another animal in your life.
Bit of a nosy-posy, aren't you? I know Frank would never feel up the packages.
I apologize. I didn't mean to pry, Miss Jenkins.
Well, it's probably another gift from my son. Still doing everything to get into my good graces, except actually drop by.
I'm sure he means well. He's probably just busy.
That's what he says. That's probably what you say to poor Emily, too. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Run along, dear. Give Emily my best.
Goodbye, Miss Jenkins. Genevieve. In a few days, I won't even need that map. Hi there. I've got some mail for this address.
You're not Frank.
I'm Meredith Weiss. I'll be delivering your mail for a while.
And Frank just gave you the keys to the goose?
The goose?
Yes, your white and wobbly van, duh. I'm Lori. I'm Providence Oaks' mechanic. And I'm the one who keeps the goose running.
Well, Thomas is my father. Does that count?
Thomas! Yes, that surely counts. My father has been teaching me since the day I was born. There is no one better in PO than me. And I have to get back to work now. But I suppose you may drive the goose. On one condition. If there's ever anything wrong with it, you bring it back to me, yes?
All right, I promise.
Good! Perfect. Did Frank tell you about the radio?
No?
It currently only receives the local station. Plus, sometimes it cuts out altogether. If that happens, just give it a big old bang on the dashboard and that should fix it right up. I'm working on it, I promise.
Okay. Thanks, Lori.
No problem, Miss W.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's Mom. How are you? How's the job?
Hi, Mom. I'm doing great. It's so relaxing to be outside and drive around.
That's great to hear. Dad says it's strange not having to drive the truck anymore.
Must be strange for you as well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm reading lots of books in the sun. I also went on a beach walk, and I saw baby turtles hatch. Oh, I'm almost out of coins. I'm calling from a bar, and Dad's ordering a margarita again. Talk soon.
The Countess and the Carpenter? Really, Mom? Oh, well, let's give it a read.
The Countess and the Carpenter. Chapter 1. A more disastrous entry to her new home was scarcely imaginable for Cecilia Schultenbrow. The left wheel of her carriage collapsed, right as she entered through the gates of the magnificent Raubenstaben estate. She tumbled upside down, hurt her head, and worse, her hat was ruined. Suddenly, she heard the deep, strong voice of a young man. "Are you all right, madam?"
Commander Grace, we have established communication with ground control. How do you wish to proceed?
Tell him we've landed the rocket.
Ground control, we have landed the rocket. We will now begin our experiments.
Package for the Evans family?
Just a minute. Commander Grace, permission to explore?
Permission granted.
we're the Evans family. Could I just take that real quick? I'm kind of in the middle of a lunar landing.
Sure. Here you go. Nice helmet, by the way.
Why, thank you. I actually modeled it on the Apollo 11 crew outfit. Wait, what? Meredith?
Buzz Aldrin? I'm sorry. Who are you?
What? For real? You don't recognize your old best friend when you see her?
Wait a minute. Kay?
Great. And now I busted my colander. I knew opening the door in this thing was a bad idea.
I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you with the colander thing. The helmet.
Yeah, clearly. But it seems I'm not the only one who came in disguise.
Got me there. You've lived in Providence Oaks all this time?
Don't sound so surprised. But yes, I married Barry Evans. I'm sure you remember our high school star quarterback.
Mom!
Be right there, Commander Grace! Scanning for alien life forms. That's my little scientist back there. She's crazy about space travel, as you may have guessed, even after the whole Challenger thing.
You married Quarterberry? And had kids? I had no idea.
Well, obviously a lot can happen in 22 years. So...
Time flies.
So, I heard you were back in town for a while. From Maureen.
That's right. I ran into her yesterday at the diner. Your Uncle Stan wasn't there, unfortunately. I must have just missed him.
Nope. It's Mo's diner now. Like I said, a lot of things happened while you were away. Also, I work there now. At the diner.
Taking over the family business, eh? Let's compare notes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ready for a liftoff!
Listen, I'm sorry, but I don't really have time for this right now. Can't get stuck on the moon on my own, and I have to get ready for work. See you around, Em.
Good to see you, Kay. Evans!
Commander Grace, hold up! You'll never guess what I just found.
You can say that again. Here's the mail, ma'am.
Ugh, one of those yellow parcels.
Isn't yellow the color of fun and happiness?
It's for that thing behind the door, a photography mini lab. They installed it last week and they want me to operate it. As if I don't have enough on my plate already.
That's pretty nice, actually. I love photography.
Some people think they can become professional photographers overnight.
Well, photography can be just for fun, too, right?
Look, if you want to take photographs, knock yourself out. They want me to practice with the mini lab before the service is officially offered. They sent me a practice kit with the camera and film.
Really? I'd love to take pictures. The surroundings here are wonderful.
Well, here you go, and good luck. Take some pictures and then return it to me. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Sure, just put it on the counter, would you?
Kay, about the other day,
What about it?
I really put my foot in it.
Maybe it wasn't the best time for that conversation.
We had to have it sometime.
I suppose.
So, I talked to Maureen.
Let me guess. You got a piece of Maureen's wisdom too, eh? Why doesn't that surprise me? That explains why she wanted me to take over today's shift, then.
She told me about Uncle Stan. I'm so sorry.
Thanks. It was a long time ago, but I appreciate it. It's not the same without him.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. for you and Maureen.
That's kind of you to say, Meredith. I mean, I didn't contact you about it at the time, but then again, I had kind of given up by then.
I guess everyone has their own things to deal with, even me.
I get it. There's always a reason for things to go the way they do.
Thanks for understanding. Time marches on. What did Maureen always say about that again?
One day you realize
it's marching across your face.
Oh, Mo. Some things never change.
You say that like it's a good thing.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Em. It was good to talk. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was.
I have to get back to it, but see you around, maybe?
I'm sure. See ya.
Hey, Em, it's me, Kay. Wow, I just, instantly dialed your parents' number. Superpowers! Probably just muscle memory or something like that, right? Or maybe it's like that thing where you smell something and it instantly triggers this mega old memory you didn't even know you had. Know what I mean? Oh man, I had that once when Barry bought me lilacs, and the smell instantly mentally teleported me to when I was 6 years old and fell out of a tree. And I ended up with all this lilac-smelling tree gunk all over my face. You remember that, right? What if it's like that with old phone numbers? You go, must dial M, and then your brain just triggers your fingers to dial? Man. Anyway, I didn't call about that, obviously. I was thinking of maybe taking a stroll around the lake this Sunday, clear my head, and then Maureen suggested maybe you'd like to tag along. Not that I'm asking because of Maureen, of course. Just thought it might be fun to check out the old hangouts and the lake sites and all. If you do want to join, I'll be at the watchtower overlooking the lake at 11 a.m. Sunday. I'll probably hang around a bit, so I'll see you when I see you. Sunday morning watchtower. Be there or be square.
Hey, Em! Em! Up here!
Hiya! Should I just come up?
Come on up! You just have to watch your step on the third ledge. Should be good.
I completely got what you just said, and I'm coming up. It's that third step, right? I'm surprised no one's fixed it in all these years.
So glad you made it. Isn't it nice up here?
Sure is. Oh, that view. Gets me every time.
Sounds like you're starting to remember what's great about PO.
Those times we took some pie up from the diner after school and sat here talking about whatever we felt like.
Oh, yeah. How about that afternoon I snuck in some beers from Uncle Stan? And they were really disgusting, and you puked all over the rail. In fact, wasn't it kind of where you're standing right now? Oh my gosh, it totally was.
Hold up. I seem to remember it was closer to where you were standing. Like exactly where your hands are now.
Oh! I'm glad you're back. I kind of missed having you around.
I feel the same way.
So, what's life been like for you since you left? Positives? Negatives?
You know, I went to university, got a job. I basically worked my butt off the entire time. That's both positive and negative, I guess.
Oof. That doesn't sound like a sustainable life plan there. You okay?
Yeah, it gets a bit busy sometimes.
I can imagine Providence Oaks is less complicated.
Well, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't.
Ooh, that sounds juicy. Is this about something or someone?
I'm glad we can have these adult conversations now.
Ooh, there she goes with the crazy eyes. M still stands for mind your own beeswax, I see. All right. I'm backing off.
What about you? How have you been? I mean, really?
Really? It's been great, and it's been tough. You know, I guess it's like that for everyone. I mean, I wanted to go to art school, yes, but turns out I wasn't good enough, or at least that's what they told me when I applied. So I decided to stay and do my own thing. Make music, perform and stuff, you know. I picked up some shifts at the diner, Barry and I reconnected, we got married, and then Max came along. You haven't met him yet, have you? He turns 13 in a few months. Time flies. Anyway, having Max gave things a different rhythm, but I still continued with my music. Even managed to get a bit of a buzz going in Portland. Lined up a few interesting gigs. Tough to balance, but fun.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, just like that, Uncle Stan got sick. Hit him and Aunt Mo like a ton of bricks. It was crushing. There I was, just about to get somewhere with my music, but I just couldn't let them down. So I stayed. Helped out nursing Uncle Stan, picked up his shifts at the diner.
Sounds like you really stepped up.
Well, in hindsight, it was a lot. In the moment, though, you don't stop to think. You just do it.
Where was Barry in all this?
Barry was actually really great. We divided tasks back at the house, and he took care of Uncle Stan when he could. No questions asked. He was just there.
And what now?
Well, Mo has offered a couple of times to put my name above the door at the diner. Up until now, it felt like too much. Too soon. Too definitive. But I don't know. Maybe if she asks again, I'll think about it. The way things ended up, it may not have been part of my master plan, but I got to spend some of the most precious moments of my life with the most precious people I know. Got to say goodbye to Uncle Stan and be there for Mo. They basically raised me. I'm grateful I got to do that for them. And I built a family of my own, right here in good old P.O. And one day, those kids will hurl all over this rail just like we did. So yeah, it's been tough, but looking back, I wouldn't trade any of it for the world.
That's so great, Kay. I'm glad at least one of us grew up to be a well-rounded individual. Is there a manual I can borrow?
Well, after you left, I had to raise myself, didn't I? So, ready to descend to the world below?
Yeah, seems like it's time.
Come on then.